I'm back with another update. This is the second update of this month, the second video of this month. Sadly, neither of these videos have been an actual review, but there's a reason for that. I have actually been working really hard on something, and that's what I'm here to tell you about today. If you've been to my channel recently, if you've been to the actual page, or looked at the banner, or looked at just the title name down below this video, you'll know that it is not just Jonathan North Movie Reviews and More anymore. I'm actually giving this channel like a proper name. It's going to be called from now on I Heart Animation. And with that name comes a new shift in focus. It's not going to be like a complete 180-degree turn away from everything I've done before. It's just going to be like a slight rebranding. Everything I've done before is still going to continue, but this new direction, I guess you will say, will focus a lot more on animation. This is actually something I've wanted to do since I started this channel. If you know me online, if you knew me because of my online presence, you'll know that the main thing that people online know me for is that I write for the Rotoscopers. And that's an animation website. I write news and reviews all about everything in the world of animation. And I wanted to continue that on YouTube and do more than I do for that website. This is kind of silly, but the only thing that was really holding me back from doing that at the very beginning was that I could not think of a good title. I literally was thinking about a title for an animation series for over a year, but I'm fine with that because it gave me a chance to sort of, I don't know, perfect my techniques for how I edit video and such. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I'm way better than I was my very first video back. Just go back and watch my first video. You'll see that it's night and day difference. I really started thinking seriously about shifting the focus of the channel back in June because that's when I first came up with the title I Heart Animation. When I thought of the title, I wasn't really thinking of it as like an overall channel title. I was thinking of it as a new series. But as I got through Christmas in July, I started realizing that this had the potential to be something bigger than just a series, especially when I decided to start reviewing the Disney series, like starting with Snow White and going all the way through whatever it will be when I finish. I realized that animation could take a priority and I could do it better than I've been doing with my other series on this channel. Since I've been working with the Rotoscopers, I've gotten to know a lot of people online with my same interests. Because of this animation community that I've come to be a part of online, I've realized that I kind of have a big group of people that I could pull from to come on and talk with me about some of these titles. Because to me, the videos that I think are my best work are the ones where I'm actually talking with somebody. Like my Wonderland Wednesday series, I am far happier with the end result of the videos that I worked on with Sarah than I am on the ones that I just worked on myself. I always think that the videos turn out better when they're a conversation with someone rather than just me giving my opinion. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Like I said before, those videos are not going away. There will definitely be times where I'm just talking myself. But I'm kind of excited to bring in more people than just the one or two people that I usually talk to. And shifting this focus to animation, it gives me a broader range of titles than just Wonderland Wednesday, and I don't feel like I need to put out the Wonderland Wednesday content so much. Like, the Wonderland Wednesday has kind of become a thing that I do with my cousin Sarah, and I really like doing that with her, and I don't want to do very many without her. I still probably will do a few. I just had a request to do one of the more obscure animated titles, so I'm probably going to do that one by myself in the next couple of weeks. But beyond that, like the bigger Wonderland titles, I want to do those with Sarah, and since we don't live near each other, or near enough that we can get together that often, I don't want to make that series like my main thing anymore. I want to save those for when Sarah and I can actually get together and talk about them. Anyway, I've said all that to say that that's the main reason that I wanted to rename and rebrand the channel. I've liked animation since I was a kid. I've wanted to focus on animation since the beginning of the channel, and I've realized that I kind of have a wealth of topics and guests that I can pull from to really improve the quality of my videos, make them better than just me sitting here doing a review. I always think that conversations are more interesting, engaging. I really love listening to movie podcasts, and while this isn't a podcast, this is me doing an exercise in video editing because that's like the main point of my channel is me improving my video editing skills. It's still like fundamentally the same thing as a podcast. It's people getting together to talk about a movie, and I love listening to that kind of thing, and I know I'm not the only one. Like I said, for anyone worried about Wonderland Wednesday, it's not going anywhere. It will be back. I'm not completely giving up on reviewing live action stuff. I'm planning on bringing back Christmas Carol Countdown in December. I have plenty of other things that are live action that I'm still going to review. It's just not going to be the main focus of my channel. In the coming weeks, I have a whole bunch of titles lined up and a bunch of guests lined up. My first video for this series is going to be just me by myself. I'm going to be talking about the Japanese film Your Name. But after that, we're going to be getting into some guests. I'm going to be reviewing all manner of things, from an obscure 1970s film based on the children's novel The Phantom Tollbooth, which is not something that most people even knew existed. I didn't know it existed. All the way to one of my guests has chosen a Barbie film called Mermaidia, which is something that I never would have chosen myself, but it's such an obscure title that very few people are going to know about or probably care about. But that, to me, is more interesting, to talk about something that nobody else is talking about. Even if it's not exactly my cup of tea, I'm still excited to talk to her about it and see why she likes it. What makes this a title that is so intriguing to her that she wanted to come onto my channel and introduce an entirely new audience to this movie. Because ultimately that's the point of this. People love movies for different reasons, and I want to talk to them about it and find out why, and find new titles that maybe I'll enjoy. There's so many titles out there that are so obscure. Maybe they're old, maybe they're foreign. It's really interesting and exciting to me to find something new that I've never seen before. Because everybody knows about the Disney movies, about the Pixar movies, about the DreamWorks movies, about now Illumination is another big one. But not very many people know about things that were made in the 70s, and the 60s, and the 50s, or things that are made in Ireland, or Japan, or China. I think these are fascinating. I love getting a glimpse into different cultures through animation. It's exciting to me, and I'm excited to see where this series goes. Anyway, I guess that's all my news for now. Like I said, in the coming days I'll have a review of Your Name, and I'm also planning to bring back the Doctor Who review. I have a bunch of those already filmed, it's just a matter of me editing them. The first episode is going to be about 2 episodes together, the 2-parter Aliens of London and World War III. But I've got so much more planned beyond that. I'm really excited to get busy with these. So stay tuned for those, and we'll see you next time. Bye.